All right, welcome back to another game for the Tildes Backlog Burner event for May 2026. And this time we are playing Coffee Talk Tokyo. So this one's a little bit different in the sense that, yes, it's on the backlog. It hasn't been on the backlog that long. This game just came out last week on May 21st. And I purchased it on May 23rd. So it's been sitting in my library for all of like 8 days or something like that. So yeah, not a long backlog denizen as some of the other games I've played. So this game is created by Chorus Worldwide Games and Toge Productions. This is actually the third in its series. I first came across Coffee Talk back in 2024. And was immediately like taken with it. And then last year I played Coffee Talk 2. I think it's called Hibiscus and Butterfly. In fact, after I played it, I even went out and bought some of the teas that you can make in the game because they looked really good. And they actually are pretty good in real life. A hibiscus tea and then I can't remember the other one. It's a blue tea. It makes a really cool. It's just this really vivid blue. It's really neat. But yeah. So yeah, this is Coffee Talk Tokyo. This just came out. I figured that. No, I will say this. I actually wasn't planning to play this game as part of the Backlog Burner because it's a super chill game. It's just something that I sometimes play at night, like for everyone to go to bed. Just something just to kind of relax, but I feel like as part of this whole Mellow May variation that I'm doing this month, that some of us are doing this month, I figured that, hey, what better game to play than Coffee Talk? And so with that, we'll get right into it. Or I guess, well, so Coffee Talk is really just a visual novel. It's a very lightly interactive visual novel. You play as a barista. And you make drinks and you just listen to the conversations that your customers are having. Obviously, as part of the, it's not like I'm just like eavesdropping on the conversations. Me as the barista, I am participating in these conversations. But it's not like I have any choice, right? Again, it's a visual novel, so the things that me as the barista say in game, that's all scripted. I don't really have a whole lot of choice. All right, now let's go and get into it. Oh, got my first achievement. Welcome to Tokyo. Start the game. Tokyo, 2026. A city of paper and steel, as large as a country. In the busy shadows of tall buildings, through quiet back streets and moss-covered temples, humans and yokai, spirits and kami, flit from homes to jobs to parties. Looking for new kinship as old bonds start to fade. In these changing times, established structures still find ways to cling to power. While they try to preserve the illusion of past grandeur, no matter the cost. Many, stifled by the net of tradition, look for another way forward. Their dreams of a safe future carried away by 100 rivers. Time only flows forward, and past mistakes can't be undone. But mistakes open up unexpected paths in science, in creation, and in life. Those brave enough to follow their twists and turns may well find a way to a new dawn. In the city night, the seekers, the wanderers, the outcasts carry hope for tomorrow. And when their burden grows heavy, a small cafe at the back of a skyscraper gives them a place to cool their heads and warm up their hearts. These are their stories. Thursday, July 30th, 2026. So from that from the epilogue, the key thing here that pops out is that it mentioned like yokai and kamis and whatnot. So in this series of games, it definitely takes place in like an alternate world. And as part of that, there are spirits and other like non-human entities. Like in both Coffee Talk and Coffee Talk 2, one of the main characters is an orc. There was like a mermaid girl. There was a succubus. There was also I'm trying to think what else there were. There was an elf. And there are still humans, right? And so it's not like it's only just these fantasy creatures and whatnot. It's a world of both fantasy creatures and humans. And the cool thing to me is that they're living a modern life. This is Tokyo. This game takes place in Tokyo. The previous games took place in Seattle, Washington, the U.S., and in modern times, right? And so it does some interesting things where by using these fantastical races, it allows the game to kind of talk about some of these issues that we have here in the real human-only world. And a lot of them have to do with relationships, friendships, dating, work, and whatnot. So I don't know. I find it really cool. I always think like, I promise I'll start the game here in a second. But like, I'm always like wanting games that are like take place in the modern times. So this is a cool one where we get to have like a little bit of fantasy, but yet in modern times instead of like in medieval times or like Lord of the Rings and all that type of stuff. Like, no, this is, as you can see, July 30th, 2026. It's in our future, not that far future. 2 months away. All right, let's go. Enough talking. I just really like this game a lot. I like the series a whole lot. All right, so here's our newspaper. Children are our future. Seattle Climate Conference opens international youth program. As the main headline, and then the secondary, the social experiments striking between entertainment. Hello? Sorry to disturb you. It says on your sign that you're open. Anybody in? I guess not. Coming. Please just give us a minute. No problem. Counter is clean. Check. Chairs all in place. Cups ready. The coffee machine works. That's good. That's important at a coffee shop. The coffee bean should be here any minute now. Vin? I'm here. Was this everything you needed? Yes, all good. I think we're ready to go. Could you unlock the front door, please? Right away. Hey, this guy was in the first... Wait, no, which game was he in? I think it was both the first and second game. He's the dad of this young upcoming pop superstar. Good evening and welcome. Sorry, I hope you didn't open just for me. Not at all. Please accept our apologies for the delay. Let me just put a record on. Or you can pick one at your convenience. Sweet. Okay, all set. Sorry again. So, okay, it looks... I was wondering about this. If me as this barista here in Tokyo is the same barista in Seattle, and it appears not. Because this guy... yeah, he played... he was a major character, like I said, in the past 2 games. Or at least one of them. I say I love the series, and I can't remember which characters are which game. Anyway, real quick, I want to look at the... check my phone. Tomodachi Chill, we'll say. 2.0. This is like their Facebook. Friends, June Nation. But you can see right away, like this guy here, right? He's like a cat man. He's not a cat boy. Maybe he was a cat boy at one point, but now he's a cat man. He's like a shapeshifter, pretty much. Then, birthday, February 15th. The night roads belong to me alone. Lucky to be working at a super cool coffee shop with the best boss at JC Phoenix. I promise they didn't pay me to write this. Ryuhei Okawa. I'm assuming he's not an actual dragon, he's just wearing a dragon head. Because his neck and head kind of look weird there. But yeah, you kind of, with this, you just kind of go through here and just kind of get some additional information about characters, you know, what they're up to, what they're doing, who they're talking to. Oh, these are new. Hashtags. That's kind of cool. One other thing is I love the music in this game, like super chill. This is like what do you call that? Lo-fi beats to study to. So we got our brew pad here. So these are all the various recipes. Oh, we got some recipes already. That's good. Oh, that's the other thing. I'm gonna be cheating in this game. Again, I'm just trying to play this to relax. Part of this is that you see we have these recipes, right? Like a cafe. If this guy asks for a cafe latte, easy. I just know I need coffee, soy milk, and another part soy milk. Or if I need a green tea latte, it's gonna be green tea, soy milk, and more soy milk. But sometimes characters will ask for other like drinks. They're like, oh hey, I had this tea, blah, blah, blah. I think it had blueberry in it, and it was sweet. And I'm like, okay, well, what is that? I have to just try to make it. And if I get it right, that can open up additional dialogue. It can open up additional like achievements. Not that I care about the achievements as much, but certainly the dialogue. And if I get it wrong, then it's not like a game over. I just don't get additional dialogue. And I'm playing, whenever I play this game, it's super mellow, whatever. So I'm cheating. I have a FAQ up on another screen so that I know which drinks and how to make them each day for whichever character requests it. So, full disclosure, I am a cheater. Alright, let's get back to dialogue. Okay, all set. Sorry again. With this heat, we're getting coffee beans delivered at random times. Heh, summer's pretty stuffy in Tokyo. It can be indeed. I take it you're not from around here? Nope, visiting from Seattle. See, told ya. Wow, Seattle? That's a long journey. You flew over to see the sights? That for sure. And I've also got some work to do. Actually, about that. There wasn't a blue-haired guy here earlier, was there? Although I guess he only just opened. Indeed, and I don't think I saw any patron walk by. Did you say a blue-haired guy? Yep. Is his name Jun by any chance? That's right. Do you know him? He's a regular here. He comes by often. He definitely hasn't been around tonight, though. Ah well, I guess he's just a little late. May I serve you a drink while you wait? That'd be great. Anything you recommend to tourists like me? Let me see. Where did this hojicha go? I swear I had it right here. It's on the counter over there. Ah. I'm glad one of us knows where things are. In this heat, I'd have recommended an iced hojicha. But our new fridge hasn't been delivered yet. So how about some warm hojicha? It can be surprisingly refreshing. A warm hojicha it is. Okay, so the way this part works is that, yeah, he wants a warm hojicha, right? So I can go in here, go into the brew pad, find the recipe. Here it is. And just know it's hojicha, hojicha, hojicha. All three, so completely, 3 parts hojicha, the whole drink. So I can... Okay, so we have iced over here, and we have brew on this side, or warm, iced, or hot, there we go. It's late. I'm recording this at like 5:30 in the morning. Sorry. Okay, so hojicha, and hojicha. And so you see here, right? So this is a sweet drink. It's not sour. It's not spicy. It's a little bit bitter, right? And so that's the thing, right? There will be other customers who come in and will say, "Hey, I want something sour and spicy." Well, okay, and I want it ice. And so you just kind of gotta figure out how to make it. But I already have these recipes, and then for the ones I don't know, I have my FAQ. Right, so let's go ahead and brew this. I don't know what hojicha is. It's like a tea of some sort. Alright, let's go ahead and serve it up. Oh, got another achievement. First brew. I brewed my first drink. Here you go. A hojicha for you. Ooh, that is nice. This nutty flavor is pretty unique. Heh, I'm glad you like this. Thanks for the rec. Can I ask your name? Of course, I'm JC Phoenix. Nice to meet you. I'm Hendry. Alright, an achievement. Seattle, Tokyo. Meet an old timer at a new place. Exactly. And I'm Vin. Great to meet you, Vin. So tell me, what are some nice places to see around here? Well, if you're meeting Jun-san for work, I will guess you have ties to the music industry? Yep, you could say that. Do you happen to like vinyls? There's some very good vinyl stores just down the road. Do I like vinyls? I love vinyls. My wife and I used to own a vinyl store in Seattle. Oh wow, really? That sounds amazing. As you can see, this place here is as close to a vinyl store as it could be, without actually being one. Heh, that must be why I love the vibes. That and it reminds me of my haunt in Seattle. Another coffee shop? Another late night coffee shop, yep. Say what you want. Places like this make it easy to feel home wherever you go. I'm very glad you think so. I wish I could visit Seattle. You should, it's a great town. Maybe I should start saving up for a plane ticket. JC's trying to stay silent, but I know they're a worrywart. They get so anxious if I went on a flight across the ocean. I'm familiar. My daughter's like that. If I listened to her, I'd never take a step outside without supervision. But these old bones still have some life left in them. Even if my hip's been killing me all week. Ugh, I get that. My left arm's giving me hell today. My back was hurting all of last week. I could barely bend down. Oh no, Vin, if I had known, I'd have given you time off. It wasn't bad enough to keep you from doing work. You're always going the extra mile. Well, I don't want to just sit around. I want to help. You're already helping a lot, though. Some days you work more than I do. That's the least I can do. Since you took me in. I didn't take you in to make you work full time. I had an empty room. You needed a place to stay. I welcome the company. I know. That's why I have to help out even more. I feel like I can't win this one. Huh. Now you're the one who's like my daughter, Vin. You look like you're about the same age as her. Must be rough to be in pain a lot when you're that young. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, dang. How old is she? Like early 20s? And she's already got back pain and, you know, whatever else. I wonder what happened to her. I guess. It's not every day though. I feel more in pain when I'm really tired. Or when one of these things malfunctions. That's probably where the arm pain is coming from, actually. They malfunction a lot? Sometimes. The company that used to make them went bust, so there's nothing anyone can do when they glitch. But mostly they do work. Anyway, I should go check the inventory. We got that delivery earlier. Sure, you can do that. Or, for your information, there's a pop concert on TV tonight. In case that's of interest. Oh, maybe I'll do the inventory later then, if that's okay. Thanks, JC. And bye, Hendry-san. See ya. They don't like talking about their health much, huh? Not really. Their situation is a pretty recent development. I wouldn't have guessed they struggle at all, just looking at them. No, and that's part of what makes it harder for them. I see. Sounds like you two take good care of each other anyway. How long's Vin been helping out here? A few months now. It's been great having them around. But to be honest, I don't think working at a cafe is their dream. They say what they'd like to do instead? Not at the moment. But I hope they can find their way. They certainly deserve that. To be young again. So many doubts. But so many possibilities. Huh. Oh? What happened over here? Hey, you got a new friend, Hendry. So yeah, and as we talk to these characters, more information about them will be revealed. Alright, we'll look at this other stuff later. I wonder where June is. Is he the kind of guy who's usually late? I'm not entirely sure, but I wouldn't say so. He's always quite serious and professional. Yep, that's what I'm thinking too. Hope nothing's happened to him. I'm sure he's alright. Here he is. Good evening, JC. Welcome, Jun-san. And you must be Hendry-san. Hey, June. It was a pleasure to talk to you by email. Definitely, and even nicer to meet you in person. For sure. My apologies for the delay. Don't worry about it. So how's everything? You know, things are okay, I suppose. Alright then. I gotta tell you, I'm very excited about this. And Rachel's even more excited than I am. Uh-oh. You sure everything's okay? No, truth be told, everything is not okay. I really did not want to burden you. Please, whatever's wrong, let me hear it. In short, I don't think I'm the right person to collaborate with Rachel. Huh? I'm loath to disappoint you after you come all this way. But in light of certain recent events, frankly, I'm a little surprised you kept our appointment. Wait, what are you talking about? My tour, of course. What's the issue there? You haven't seen the media coverage? Nope. Candidly, I seem to have hit the end of my creative rope. Huh? How so? In short, the audience hates my last album. Oof. Wow, hate is a strong word. It has an average of 1.5 stars across all reviews. Yikes. Yeah, Eep. Eep is right. Well, fine. They didn't love it, but audiences changed their mind. I read some of the reviews. Not a great idea, that. They said my sound was stale and derivative, that my lyrics sounded like every other song I've ever written, and the worst part is, they're not wrong. You're pretty harsh on yourself. Am I? 10 years ago I wrote a song that said, "Your voice is fog above a sea of stars." And on my last album, there's this lyric, "Your voice flies above the stars." It's almost the same lyric, except a little worse. And I didn't even notice. Yikes, yeah. So you're going through a bit of a creative block. You released what, a record per year for a decade? Overwork can happen to everyone. Ha, you're kind. But everyone does not get booed when they sing their latest single. Is that what happened tonight? That's rough, June. I'm sorry. There's nothing for it. I should just finish the tour, take a break, and then go back to writing. Can I buy you a drink at least? I'd like that very much. What can I get you, Jun-san? I would love something a little indulgent. Our fridge still hasn't been delivered, so I'm afraid we don't have any cream. That's quite alright. Something a little sweet would work just fine. Of course, I can add honey to your drink. If I could put my hand on it, I swear things keep moving around tonight. Perhaps you have a spirit haunting your coffee machine. Heh, that would be spooky. Or perhaps I'm getting heat stroke. Ah, here's honey. That's perfect then. May I have a hot chocolate with a dollop of honey and a splash of milk, please? Okay, so this should be easy, right? Because he's telling me exactly what he wants. So it's hot chocolate, dollop of honey, and a splash of soy milk. Right? And just to confirm, let me cheat. Yep, that's exactly what he wants. Cool. Alright, let's brew the sucker. Chocobi soy. I can make this. I have all these ingredients at home. I don't have soy milk, I have almond milk and milk. Here's your Chocobi soy, Jun-san. Ooh, Chocobi soy makes it sound so fancy. Would you like to try it next time, Henry-san? You should, Henry. This is truly a lovely drink. I'm glad you like it. Ah well, I suppose it's one foot after the other, isn't it? I have another concert schedule in 3 days. I cannot very well wiggle out of that. I'm sure it'll be all fine. Things will blow over. Blow ever event. What in the world? Why is this coffee floating? What? Well, it looks like this isn't the work of a coffee spirit heat stroke. A ghost is playing tricks on you. A what now? A ghost, I believe. How can you say that so calmly? What is there to get riled up about? Ghosts are just ghosts. Huh? What are you talking about? Ghosts are powerful and vengeful and scary and... Ah! Please don't hurt me, Mr. Ghost! Ayame, stop this right this instant. He is freaked the hell out. This girl's impossible. My apologies. Ayame has no manners. Ayame? Stop hiding, girl. Ah, evening. Who are you talking to? My apologies, Henry. There appears to be a young ghostly woman seated next to me. The blind guy can see me, but the Gramps can't? Now that's funny. Ayame, don't be rude. No, she's quite right. I wouldn't say that I see her so much as I sense her essence. Well, all I sense is a chill down my back. Do you see the ghost person too, JC? I do indeed. I'm feeling left out now. Huh, the Gramps was scared of me a minute ago. He'd pee his pants if he could actually see me. Ayame, quit it. Trickster ghost. Nice. What did she say? You don't want to know. I'd count myself lucky if I couldn't hear her, actually. You're the one who said you wanted to come with me, Grandma. Call me Grandma one more time, and You'll what? Gotta do your job, Grandma. What will your boss say if you don't help me pass? I deserve this, I guess. Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Fuku, how come you've got how come I've got to deal with a semi-visible brat? It's my job. Kinda. I work the front desk at a death door. A what? A death door. It's a door to the afterlife for dead people. Oh. Yeah, normally I just wave them through and that's that. But when this one tried to cross a threshold, she got pulled back into the world of the living. Oh. Shaboing, like a catapult. That only happens to the deceased has unresolved business. Normally, they'd send a colleague from unresolved business to deal with that. Can't say they got too creative with the names. Ha, exactly. I thought, if those boring farts can do the job, so can I. And I still know I can. But I'm starting to think I'm gonna die trying. Which would be pretty ironic. come on, I'm not that. And what unresolved business is that? Hey, he interrupted me. Rude. He can't hear you, girl. Stop calling me girl. Stop calling me grandma. Keep dreaming, grandma. Ugh. Anyway, the issue with the unresolved business is Miss Brat here doesn't remember a thing. Not how she died, not where she's from, not even her name. I picked the best name, admit it. Iris flower? Right. You're about as delicate as a trunk. All she knows is that Tucky's got something to do with it. Although, I'm starting to think she only said that because she wants to go to all the bars. I haven't heard you complain about that. That's not the point. You know, I thought brushing up on Japanese would help me chat to people. I didn't expect I need to work on my ghost side as well. Don't beat yourself up. This guy here, I expect him to see her. The whole magic thing, you know? Magic thing? It's nothing, just a matter of spirit attunement. But you, I'd have been shocked. And you, no clue why you could see her. Yeah, why can't I see her? Ah, well, this is my cafe and she's my patron. It would be quite a lapse on my part to not be able to see her. And on that note, ladies, can I offer you something to drink? See? That's good manners. Alright, so before we move on here, it's interesting, this Ayame's story here, because this reminds me of the anime Death Parade. It's one I watched last year. A friend recommended it to me. And the concept sounds very similar. I'm assuming that this is some kind of Japanese, like, death mythology or lore or folk lore of some sort. Because yeah, that's basically how it is. Like, these people, they die, they don't know how they die, they have unresolved business, but they kind of hang around until the business gets completed. Essentially, there's a little bit more to that, but it's basically that's the gist is pretty similar. All right, see, that's good manners. That's how you should treat me. Ugh, can it? No joke though, I'd love a drink. What would you like? Coffee, black. Okay, so coffee. All right, and let's brew the sucker. This is how you, yeah, this is the only way to drink coffee. Black, no milk, no sugar. All right, an espresso. Here comes the black coffee. Nice and bitter, as I like them. This is quality brewing right there. I should definitely come back. You'll always be welcome. Now how about you, Ayame-san? What would you like? Ayame-san? Ew. That makes me sound ancient. Ayami-chan will be perfectly fine, thanks. So are you gonna order? Of course I am. I want something sweet and cute with that latte art decoration thingy. Uh-oh. Yeah, I can't decorate to save my life. Something sweet and cute with heaps of milk and a pretty stencil on top. Okay, so for this one, so she wants, okay, I hit this one. Okay, so she actually does want a coffee. It's gonna use some soy milk. And she wants something sweet, so the honey. Okay, so we'll brew this. Soy milk, honey, coffee, and now I gotta do latte art. Let's do a stencil. Let's use the Tori, is that what it's called? Look at that. Alright. Reset this real quick. Done. It's a masterpiece. So I got 2 achievements, a whole picture, which is add stencil to a drink, and then the other one was just using latte art. Alright, here comes your drink, complete with stencil decoration. Ooh, it's pretty. Can she drink it as a ghost? Oh yeah, that's a quirk she has. She can't drink with that whole ghostly situation. I can speak for myself, thank you very much. But yeah, I can only smell the drink. Still, smells great to me. Wow, you must really like it. You almost looked not cranky for a second. And it's gone. Anyway, pretty sure I look less miserable than the blue guy. What happened to you? Your bluefish died or something? Nothing quite so tragic. Just some professional worries. Ugh, you people and your jobs. That's what being a grown-up is, Ayame. We have jobs. You speak like I'm 10 years old. I probably had a great job when I was alive. Stranger things have happened. Do you like your job, Fuku-san? Would I be here if I liked my job? Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be rude to you. This whole situation is driving me mad. My job isn't great. Sitting at that desk all day? That's not what I signed up for. Way back when, I used to go around and meet people. Bestow blessings. Haha, what? You bestow blessings with that sour face? I didn't always have a sour face. Try to keep up. Anyway, that line of work dried up. Turns out blessings require personal touch. And there wasn't time for anything like that in the brave new era of full-on productivity. So they did a restructuring. And I got stuck in that sulfuric pit, staring the newly deceased in the face. Oof. That does sound difficult. I thought you might have some experience with restructurings as well. I wouldn't quite call it that, but I am not in my first career indeed. I would say though that I like this one better. Or I used to like it better. Oh, boo-hoo. At least you're not, you know, dead. Well, there is that. On that note, I do think I should take a rest. Yeah, you've had quite the night. And I'm starting to get sleepy too. Guess the jet lag's wearing off. June, I'll be traveling around Japan for another 10 days. I get things are a bit rough right now. But if you change your mind about the collab, let me know. And anyway, we should grab another drink before I go. I am not optimistic about the collaboration, but I'd be up for another drink on your way back. Sounds like a plan. By the way, JC, I'm not sure that you still want it, but this is the old LP I promised you. Of course we want it, Jun-san. I'm excited to add it to our exclusive listens. Alright. Have a great rest of your evening, all. See you around, everyone. See you soon, Henry-san, Jun-san. Toodaloo. Bye-bye. So, pardon my asking, Ayame-chan, do you have anything to go by to jog your memories? Ugh, who cares? You care? No, you care. You want to sort this out to get your precious promotion or whatever. Doesn't make a difference to me. Do you really want to mope around as a ghost forever? Maybe I do. I can play pranks, I can chat to people, I can smell drinks. If I didn't have a grandma on my back all the time, I'd be living my best death. Nice. Yeah? How's this smelling the drinks going? What do you mean? How much do you smell them today compared to, say, yesterday? I still smell them, but less. I don't know, maybe I'm coming down with a cold. Leave me alone. You're fading, girl. Whatever energy you've got left, if you don't expend it figuring out what the heck you did and who the heck you are, it's going to vanish. No one will be able to see you. You won't smell any drinks. You're just going to be alone on Earth forever. That's depressing. Is it a harsh way of putting it, perhaps? She needs to understand. You need to understand. Leave me alone! Dang. Fine. I'll wait for you outside while you finish here. Thanks for the drink, JC. Thank you for your custom, Fuku-san. Thought you two didn't know each other. We did not. But I suspect Fuku-san has some knowledge of people and souls. Maybe she does. Or maybe she looked you up online and looked you up in online reviews. That lot of good it's doing me either way. Someone else coming? Maybe Vin's coming back? Oh, yep, Vin. Hey. Ah, Vin. Did you have a nice time? I did. I'm feeling ready to take on the world again. You missed June-san earlier. Yep, I heard his voice from the back. I also heard the other things. Sounds like it was an intense evening. It's not over yet. I'm guessing you cannot see Ayame-chan? I'm not sure. Wow. You're here, aren't you? Yeah. This is weird. It's like I'm looking at something at the edge of my vision. That's my luck. The cutest looking one can barely make me out. But you can hear me. If I really focus. I don't get how this works at all. I don't get who can see me, who can't. I'm trying so hard to appear right now, and I'm barely managing it. How am I supposed to learn about my past and whatnot if I don't even know the rules? I'm so sorry. Keep your pity to yourself, thanks. Wow. I hope you are going to be looking for your past, though. I get what it's like to have your life break apart. It's hard when things happen to us, we can do nothing about them. But it sounds like maybe you can do something about this, and I hope you find that courage. But even if it's not easy to find. Like you know anything about me, pretty face. You're sitting here super duper alive giving me lessons. Why don't you try dying first? Dang. Oh. Ayame-chan, that was unkind. Ugh. That's not what I meant, okay? I made a mess of things again. Whatever, I should just go. That's not... Oh. Is she actually completely gone? I'm afraid so. Drat. I'm so sorry, Vin. That must not have been pleasant to hear. That's alright, she doesn't know. And she's right. I'm still here, aren't I? I really shouldn't complain. You're allowed to complain when people are being rude to you. Or when you're in pain, for that matter. People won't know what's up with you if you don't tell them. I guess that's fair. Anyway, the concert was really fun. Heh, I thought you might like it. Did you see the pic of my Tomodachi? I didn't. So let's take a look. Watching the aura drop stream from Seoul tonight, the laser effects look unreal. If I go to bid? Yeah. Is it June live? Zippy Yokohama. Okay. You should check your feed sometimes, JC. You never know. Some posts might be important. Heh, point taken. Do you think it would be okay if I went back to bed, though? Of course. Alright then. See you tomorrow. Good night, Vin. So many coin tosses to end on the wrong side of change. Let me just really quickly go through these so that I can get the notification off. I hate when there's like a million notifications. I say that on my phone. I'm pretty sure like Discord has like 10,000 notifications, and like so does like my, I don't know, various email apps. An evening coffee shop turned into a good conversation with the locals, and suddenly it was late at night. Alarm still set. Yamanashi at dawn, give or take. Up dog. Okay, so that was that Fuku, right? Up dog. I think. Vin. Oh. Yep, that's Fuku. Okay. So one thing is that this being Japanese, like when Coffee Talk was in Seattle, the creatures were more obvious because they're more Western, right? Like I said, they're orcs, like a mermaid, elves. Here, I don't know what Fuku is. Yes, I watch anime and such, but I'm not Japanese. So I'm not sure what she actually is, like what kind of spirit or whatever she is. Like a ghost is pretty obvious. A ghost is a ghost, right? That's nothing crazy. And even Vin, I kind of wonder. I think Vin seems human, but I almost wonder if they're like, you know, they were talking about like their arm or whatever malfunctioning. Like, are they something else? Robot, android, cyborg? This is like Ghost in the Shell or something? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I hope at least some of them will be able to make it back. Alright, so I drink Hayashiyame, classic summer drink from Japan's Kansai region. Reimagine the Coffee Talk style. Alright, so that was night 1 of Coffee Talk Tokyo. So now we're the next night, right? I think I will stop here as a good stopping point. But yeah, that's basically what this game is. It's basically just, like I said, it's a visual novel. It's Brisa talking with the customers talking to each other, you know, trying to, you know, talk about their problems or issues. And just, yeah, that's it. Super chill. It makes me kind of want to find a late night coffee shop somewhere around where I live. But these days, it seems like everything closes at like midnight. There is nothing open late anymore, which sucks. But anyway, so yeah, this is Coffee Talk Tokyo. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep playing this. It's not, these games aren't very long. I think the first game is like 7 hours I put into it. The second game, I think I put maybe like 15, but some of that also might be like AFK time. But yeah, none of these are particularly long games. And it's just, yeah, reading, serving coffee, tea, hot chocolate, and that's that. So anyway, yeah, hope you enjoyed Coffee Talk Tokyo, and this is probably the last game that I'm playing for the Tildes Backlog Burner, so hope you've enjoyed all my videos. I guess we'll see you at the next one in November, I think. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take it easy.